Hey YouTube, Tom from Video Gamer Soapbox today to bring you my first thoughts on The Division. This game completely snuck up at E3 on surprise, no one expected it and ended up blowing everyone out the water. The graphics look superb, the gameplay looks superb, everything about this game looks great. No one expected it and it just blew everyone out the water. This is what you'd expect from the next generation consoles. The originality and uniqueness of this game is what's going to set the next generation consoles apart from everything else, especially if developers keep making games like The Division. This game is set in a world where the United States government essentially has collapsed because of a biological attack that started on Black Friday due to a bill being passed around. It was a scenario that was done in real life that they turned into a game, and here's what it is. The game is an RPG apocalyptic scenario, as I stated before. It's a third-person shooter also. So I'm not sure how the classes are going to go yet. They haven't released much information about it. The only thing I do know is that you have to watch out for contagious people, as like right now he's scanning the people to the left of him, seeing if they're infected or not. And if they are infected, from what the gameplay of audio says, you can give them a health pack, which I don't know if it cures the infection or if it just makes it so where they survive a little longer. Not sure. They haven't released a lot about that, but the environment is completely interactive. Anything you shoot will break. I mean, it's a great game from the looks of it. Hopefully they match up what they're showing, so that's what I'm really hoping for, because a lot of people that I showed this video to prior to shooting this video didn't even believe that the people in this video were players. They thought they were all computers and that it was all voice acted and scripted. Now, I'm not going to say it wasn't scripted, but I don't think it was. I think most of it was actually done by physical people because it's just too perfect. I mean, but my honest opinion of this game is that it's going to be a good game. I think that they're going to have a lot of unique elements from what I've read. Your character has, when you start your character, you only get X amount of food, you get X amount of water, and you have to, once that runs out, you have to get water, you have to get food, and I'm not sure what happens if you don't eat or drink. I'm assuming your character takes negative stats in, for example, endurance, strength, or whatever stats your character has at the time. So it's kind of hard to say what they'll have. What I'm really hoping for, though, is that they're going to make it very realistic, where your character, if you don't eat, your character starts, lacking, and if you don't eat for an extended period of time, your character starts losing major bonuses when it comes to everything until your character finally dies. But that's just me. I enjoy the roleplay element. That's one of the main things I loved about Fallout New Vegas, was the hardcore mode. Now, I don't think they're going to have a hardcore mode in this, but I know your character does, again, have to eat and sleep. Right here, as they're showing it, this is another unique element they're going to have in the game, which is constant. You can drop in, drop out if you've got a tablet or something. I think they also stated that you can use it when it comes to using another computer. So one of the coolest things, though, is, as you can see, the abilities. The abilities look fantastic. Very original, very unique, and they're not constant spam like in other games. So from the looks of it, you can only have a passive ability and then a activated ability. That's just what I assume. I don't know for sure. They haven't released anything about that. So what they're doing right now, though, is, from what I've read, your character is, in single player, you get to choose how the world's going to rebuild itself. Are you going to help the world build into order, or are you going to let the world go into chaos? That's from what I've been told, and from what I've read. So, other than that, that's why they're going to this police station, is because it went critical. There's different types of modes for how an area is going to be. If an area is critical, that means there is no police presence, and pretty much it's been overtaken by chaos. And you have to go in and clear it out, rescue the police. How it's going to go, though, is if enough people respond to a place that's critical, and what's going to happen is, in multiplayer, the area itself is going to become more protected. There's going to be more of a police presence there, which is really, really unique, really cool. It's going to be cross everyone's game. So let's say I clear the area. Well, in your game, there's going to be more police presence, which means you're not going to get shot at, or you're less likely to be shot at. There's going to be more civilians there, which means that there's going to be shops, people to sell from, more quests. I mean, it's spectacular when it comes to that, because it adds a whole new element to the game that none of us were expecting, none of us were ready for. So, another cool thing about the game that's going to be offering is the ability to customize your weapon. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that is one of the coolest things, because one of the things that makes a video game so good is the amount of customization that it has in it. So you can customize your character and your weapon. So, and then the PvP, I'm not going to show it, but that's going to be another good element. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you like it, go ahead and like my video and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.